So it comes out today in an article from Sports Illustrated and their beat writer for the Raiders, Hondo Carpenter, as well as Ezekiel Trezevant. Got to give these guys credit. These guys are great writers, great reporters. I love them. I follow them. You should follow them too if you don't. But they reported, they came out in their deep dive in the article on Sports Illustrated. You can find it there. You can read about it. And they were talking about what happened with Davante Adams and the whole thing of him being traded. And they were giving some insight, some background about what was going on during that time of those weeks when we were losing and his play on the field had deteriorated, where he wasn't blocking, he wasn't running routes right. Basically, they described it as like, you know, a relationship where one of the partners in the relationship wants to break up with their partner, but they want it to be the other partner's idea. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to be the one to have to break up, but they want to break up. So they try to just do everything they can to make the other one say, okay, I'm tired of it. I don't want to be in this relationship, right? And basically, they're saying that Davante Adams was lying to everybody. He was lying to the front office. He was lying to the fans when they would ask him, the reporters would ask him, do you want to be here? Do you want to be here? He really didn't. And the players knew from weeks before that he didn't want to be there. They knew from the year before he didn't want to be there. Not only that, the Raiders, if they would have known this in the beginning when he started to feel that way, the Raiders could have traded him at that point and gotten more for him than they eventually got. So the way that he handled it was fucked up. The way that he handled it was really fucked up, because had he came out at the time and said in real time, I want to be traded, I don't want to be here. At that point, the Raiders could have got really good picks, you know, to come back to trade him away. They could have got some really good picks, maybe a 1 and a 2, maybe a couple of 1s, maybe, 2 2s into a couple 3s or whatever. But they could have got better picks than they ended up with. But instead, Davante Adams chose to not say nothing, keep his mouth shut, let it go for weeks and weeks and weeks. Everything happened the way it did. The Raiders ended up trading him for basically nothing. So it's almost like he did that shit on purpose to fuck the Raiders. And with that being said, I still love you, Davante, but I don't look at you the same way. You didn't handle this like a man, bro. You had an open line of communication with the front office and with Antonio Pierce, and there's going to be a second part to this. You had an open line of communication, and your ass didn't take that communication. Your ass just kept your mouth shut until it became evident and everyone could see that you did not want to be there.